What? What is this?
Pathetic. She's so fast, she's so gross, she will never fall in love. Pathetic. The only one who can love this woman is the good Lord up above, proud and pathetic. She will never change, she will always stay the same. Pathetic and insane. Pathetic. Really scary, he don't care it. Damn, I'm jet lagged. Pathetic.
Hello, little gherkins. Shitgate is still going strong, and Foodie Dookie went live yesterday defending her turd bandit. I mean, really, are we surprised that she did not even hesitate in agreeing to be his personal toilet? Not at all. But this is a long one, so let's just get into it.
Assalamu alaikum. So I'm on here, even if nobody chats because it's members only. I'm not here to talk about any drama, anything going on in my marriage. I'm only here to, I'm only here to show you an Amazon haul in the middle of nowhere in my car. Because, you know, I'm just depressed. Like, everything depresses me that I do. I try to watch a Disney movie that I used to like as a kid. I get depressed. I just get depressed, so.
You seemed pretty cheerful through this entire video to me, especially considering your husband was just outed as a cheating turd burglar, but what do I know?
I'm not feeling well, like mentally at all. So I thought maybe you guys could cheer me up with a bees. No drama. I can't right now. And no, my eyes are puffy because I always cry. Since, like, you know, I've been crying and stuff. I'm okay, I'm getting better. Like, I'm just depressed for a lot of reasons, you know? There's a lot of things I'm depressed about I just don't want to talk about. And I don't want to talk about right now especially, so.
Save the poor me talk for your husband. We don't care.
Well, I don't know what's going on with my life. You know, it's very unstable and I'm not sure, you know. I have a video talking about it later maybe, but I'm trying to stay positive, you know. I'm trying to be strong. I have to be patient because when you go through something like that, you just want to, imagine going through something like that and not being with the person to reconcile it in person and, like, you know, and just talk it out in person. It's all like, you know, so it's like, part of me just wants to run back right away. But, like, I'm just trying to be patient because I have a lot I have to do here. Anyway, and I'm just like, you know, I'm just still going through all that, like, torn and stuff.
Imagine finding out your husband was trying to spread his doo-doo all over one of your subscribers' faces and wanting to immediately fly home to be with him.
Pathetic. I might be high. No, I'm not. I wish. It would help me deal with a lot, probably. He's smoking again. See, that's the thing with us Canadians. We, you know, that's what the hard thing is. We believe in using it for medicinal purposes. It's like everywhere.
Notice she didn't say no to being asked if she's smoking weed again. She made an excuse that Canadians see it as medicine.
I'm trying to drink only green. I'm trying to drink only green smoothies right now because I don't want to buy 2 seats on a plane anymore. Screw that. Thanks for the super chat. At least people have to pay to talk shit. There's your shit for you. No kink shaming in here either. Block. Some kinks should be shamed. Yeah, I agree. Some alone time is okay. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to, like, push through it because that's my problem. I feel lonely and it's like I should be able to be alone for a while without feeling lonely, you know? But I'm only lonely for certain people and for pets and, you know, yeah.
Therapy. You need therapy.
Exactly. I have to outweigh, you know, that's the thing, you know, like, I have a lot of tough decisions to make and it's just like, I'm so overwhelmed and stressed out. Like, I'm in a place where I use comfort food, like comfort eating as like a coping mechanism. And I've always used it here, you know, like, so it's like hard. Like, imagine like I'm trying to do like green smoothies like when there's so much good food around.
Are we really going to sit here and act like you don't use food as a coping mechanism everywhere? This isn't a Canada thing.
Mr. Hanky, howdy how.
Ma'am, they were talking about your husband. He is the Goral World Hanky. How embarrassing.
Interesting question. Stalkers are everywhere. It's true. It's like a legit question though, because it could happen. There's really crazy people who email me all the time and they're like, I'm executing my plan against you. And I usually ignore it and it's in my spam. But one time I was looking in my spam for like an important discount code for Penningtons and I found this fucking idiot's, sorry for my language, stuff, blah, blah. This idiot's email, like, phase 1 of my plan is all finished. And it's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? So I got really mad and I replied and I was like, shove your phase 1 and 2 right up your friggin' ass, okay? Like, no one cares. So yeah, I'm taunting murderers. So maybe, yeah, it's something to be worried about. I can't handle it though. Like, what? Why are you gonna kill me for what? You don't like me? Turn the channel. I solved your problem. Thank you. That'll be $200. I'd be scared to go anywhere. Yeah, that's why I don't like going in public. I've been shopping online. You know, if I can lay in my bed, comfortable with snacks and I can order all of these things and they have a bigger inventory online as well, you know. Why am I gonna leave my home and go and risk just that extra anxiety, that extra stress? Like, no. Some days I can do it, but some days right now I can't.
You're not shopping online because of stalkers. You're shopping online because you can't walk from your car to the door without needing your puffer, and you can only carry a limited amount of snacks in your pockets if you leave the house. Stop fucking lying.
I got like bunch of gift cards. Honestly, I got so many gift cards for Starbucks. I could go there and be like, yes, I would like a 4-course gourmet Starbucks dinner, please. I'll have the egg bites and then I'll have the turkey ciabatta. I don't know. Like, it's really crazy.
I thought Starbucks was banned. Why would your family get you a ton of gift cards to a company you're boycotting, and why would you use them?
Yeah, but why would someone want to kill you? Exactly. I don't know. Like, really. I mean, there's really crazy. That's why I wanted to take a longer break than this. I'm tired of crazy bitches on the internet. You know, like, I'm tired of them. Like, they're so psychotic. I'm just sick of it. And like to be in this environment. Ugh, so anyway, it's so weird. I don't blame you. Some people are literally just crazy people. Like, you know, and I mean like crazy in like a criminally psychotic, nonsensical, like delusional, you know, like, like I'm gonna message a married man and you know try to suck FFG's ass. I'm gonna message a married man for 5 minutes of validation and like 2 minutes of clo. Like that kind of psychotic. Like I'm just like I'm so over the internet right now. You know what I mean? But that's why I'm doing like members only. It's just a lot more quiet and it's just like a lot more laid back.
Oh man, except that pesky little fact that Salah was the one that messaged her first. Oopsie.
People were putting screenshots behind a paywall. Yeah, and I hope they know that they did like revenge porn. I hope they know that. They're stupid fucking idiots. Like it's sad if that's your life. Like really, couldn't be me. And that's why I keep going because no matter what, I'm not a piece of crap like that. I don't do that kind of shit to people. You know, like my life is not perfect and it can be messed up, but at the end of the day, you know, that's where my conscience is clean.
I've not seen anyone post a nude behind a paywall. The only nude that was distributed was censored, and KaiBella specifically said she has not sent the unedited version to anyone.
They want to ruin your life just because they don't like you. Exactly. Like, what the fuck? She wanted FFG's attention. How fucking sad and pathetic. Like, you want some, like, why? You know, like, why would you want Slimer's attention? Oh my gosh, I don't get it. Like, that's so high school mentality. Like, she's really pathetic. She just needs validation from any way. It's so sad. I stole her man away from her. Well, bitch, are you with him now? Like, okay. So then you could say, yeah, I stole him.
Chantal, you do realize the only reason they aren't still talking is because she blocked him and exposed him, right? If she would have kept it going, it would still be going. This didn't stop because Salah realized he loved you. It stopped for the exact same reason Salah came clean to you, because she chose to out him.
Yeah, and I saw like her sole purpose was to ruin our marriage. Like you're exactly like I said, psychotic bitches. I'm like I just wanted to take a bit of a break, but fuck it, whatever. I'm not gonna let anyone chase me away from here, and this too shall pass. Like everything I deal just do. I know some people are just so disgusting. That's all, you know. I just hate those kind of people, and I wish they would just leave me the fuck alone and get a life. But here you have it.
She wouldn't be able to ruin your marriage if Salah didn't open that door. Salah invited her in. You hate those kind of people. But you're standing by him? Okay, girl.
They will. I know they'll never stop. So just let them like talk to themselves. Like where I fault is I see like I get curious and I see things like I'll watch like Yo Mama stream for example. That's like the best. Like that's where I've been getting little bits of tea. But like if I don't watch anything dramatic, I'm so like literally so much happier. Like ignorance is bliss in this case. So I just don't. It's like McDonald's version of content. Like it really is just shit. Yeah, exactly, Lois Lane. You take no comfort in other people's misfortunes, exactly. And then you know they'll be like, well, we're justifying it because she's a terrible person. I'm sorry, what? Like like they do things that are 100 times worse than I've ever done. Like it's insane. The projection.
What KaiBella did was 100 times worse than what you've ever done. She spoke to a married man online. You actually fucked one.
They're interested in quick posting, quite disgusting. Make money off of another person's misery. Yeah, and then say I'm exploiting my own story. Like you know, like it's so dumb. That's what's infuriating is that like. Collective mentality where there's no brain involved, like no intellectual thought forming these stupid theories, you know. It's just like ew, like what the I don't know, but it's crazy. I did a video, so I'll be putting that out, talking more about something. What you permit, you promote. Yeah, well, I will address that.
I for one am looking forward to that video. Let's hear those excuses, girl.
But I don't think I know, Nancy, but the thing is like you can't say it will happen again because sometimes men change and men grow, like, you know, and people make mistakes. So it's hard with when it's a one-time like occurrence. It's like it's an infidelity, so it's super hard. But like if you have to weigh, in my opinion, you have to weigh the good with the bad, you know? Like people are saying he's a bad person because of the type of like, you know, stuff that came out. And it's like I would have never known it because like that's not his real life. Fantasy and real life are different, you know, like and even if like no matter how taboo a fetish is, it's still just fantasy. When it becomes real life, that's when it's bad, you know. I'm not talking about the infidelity, but just the fetish part. It's like, you know, and there are just things that we have to work on, like communication when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like so it's like, you know what I mean? It's hard. It's like you have to outweigh like in my real life, he treated me like literally like a princess. Like I've never opened my own car door. Like he's so a year and over something with this person and never has he ever treated me like anything but a queen. And I think that's why he didn't want to use like degradation like fetish on me, because he just like he's like, imagine I talked to you like that. He's like, I could never. So it's like, and I'm not excusing it, but I don't think that makes him a bad person alone. The infidelity, I think, like marked that there's an issue that we have to rectify. And you know, if I forgive once, I can see forgiving once. If it ever happened again, I would be fucking gone, like ever happened again. And I'm basing that on the fact that I never saw this from him. Like I said, he treated me like a princess, you know? Yeah, at the end of the day, like people can give me their opinion. Sure, I appreciate it. And if I do go back, I'm prepared to deal with the consequences of whatever happens, you know? But he's a really like good person, like other than this incident. And you know, even in the screenshot you see him say, I've never ever talked to another woman since loving Chantal. Like I know I know he loves me. I know it's um the thing is like most people don't even know our dynamic of our marriage, like because people don't even, how can you know the dynamic? You don't even know if you in your mind you don't even know if we're married or not, you know? So people, safe to say, behind closed doors people don't really know everything, you know? So it's like I know that better because I live it. So
That's a lot to unpack. One, if you believe that this man who knew how to use vanishing mode on Instagram has never spoken to another woman behind your back, you're dumber than I thought. Also, just because you say it's only a fantasy doesn't make it only a fantasy. It's a fetish, a kink, which means that's something that gives him sexual gratification. He would absolutely want to make it a reality. He just hasn't found the right partner yet. It's so interesting to me that you keep repeating how he's always treated you like a princess, and he's never shown you this side to him. You've known this man for 1 year. All this means is he's good at hiding shit from you. I honestly hope you go back. It's what you deserve, and I'll be here to replay all of these clips when he gets found out again, and you cry victim to the internet.
Susie, like, yeah, and it was only in chat. It wasn't like a real life thing, you know? It's still infidelity and it still hurts, and I'm not excusing that. That's something that I have to decide if I can get over. I don't know. You know, that's just something, it's like my marriage, like, is it worth throwing away a whole marriage where he's been nothing but amazing husband other than this one incident? And, you know, he's really sorry. He's really repentive or whatever. And I mean, he's just like, do I really want to throw away all that love and all the goodness of our family? Like, we have a pet family. I don't care if people think that's not real because there's no kids. It is. Do I really want to throw all that away just for this, like, stupid thing? And it's like, you know, people are focusing on his reaction, but it's like people don't ever like think that it's a bit messed up that somebody purposely tried to like ruin a marriage for entertainment. That's like, man, like that should hurt more than what happened to me. That should hurt you more than what happened to me, because you're gonna have to, everyone has to face, you reap what you sow 100% forever, you know? It's true for everybody.
Well, I guess you're reaping what you sow for this.
He's married and has children in Turkey anyways, but he's not going to see his family for like 3 years. That's really sad. What? He doesn't do his wife, so no, he said it was normal. He's allowed to sleep around when he's in another, I don't know. Yeah. Tara, his wife and kids are in another country. It doesn't count. Well, I didn't know he was married. But like, I mean, it's just his wife in the other country. It's not the same. It's like an arranged marriage. They don't love each other. What? You hussy. Why isn't he a hussy? He's allowed to have multiple wives. Homewrecker arc incoming. Don't like fat shaming. Sometimes he makes fat jokes with me, like in person. Like he's very he doesn't understand like like they're very blunt. You know, like if somebody sees that you're obese and you have a problem, like even the doctors there are blunt about weight. You would feel so fat shamed if you're a Westerner and you go over there.
This isn't being blunt. This is making fun of you to another woman. Love that for you.
I think it was all just like spur of the moment, like in the heat of the moment, like because it just looks like verbal diarrhea. Like it just like, holy, like I have someone here who will listen to my secret fetish I'm ashamed of and I never reveal, and just blurt it all out, you know? Like whatever. I don't know. I guess a part of me just, like I said, we know our dynamic. It's up to us what we want to do going forward. So, you know, it's just, ugh.
That's what you're going with? You better hope that motherfucker doesn't go in heat again, because he was firing off that shit like he just ate your homemade poutine, bitch.
No, but here's the thing, Applebee's, I'm not into that. He's never brought that up to me, like, ever. So I don't think he even wants to do those things with me. So I don't have fetishes like that. So, but there's like a medium you can meet with somebody. You can spice things up more. You can make things red velvet and less vanilla, like seriously, So I mean, hey, whatever. I'm just saying, I trying to look at it maturely, like, to learn from it. Like, anyway, like.
What is the middle between vanilla and scat play? You're gonna let him dookie on you, Gorl.
Relationships take work. Most people don't want to put the effort in. It's too difficult. They really do, like. But other than that, he treats me very well. Every emotion you see in our videos, our couple videos, I know it looks corny, but it's all real. Like we really, really, really.
I did not cut her off here. She really couldn't finish this sentence. What fucking chemistry have we been seeing in your couples videos? Imagine having to explain that aside from cheating on you within the first year of your marriage, your husband treats you great. LOL.
But you guys are getting it wrong. Saying he does, it's not saying he likes shit. It's saying like whenever it's like there's a type of fetish where it's like you want to like I don't even want to talk about it, but whatever. You know what I mean? It's like so yeah, whatever.
No, Chantal, we are not getting it wrong. We are going by what Salah himself said. Yes, scat can be a form of degradation, but 99% of that conversation was shit. Your man has a scat fetish, girl. You better come to terms with that because the only way you're going to be able to satisfy him is becoming a toilet.
There's some people who have degradation fetish, and that friggin' bitch also was playing along with it, saying, like, oh, I like that. I want you to degrade me. I want to be abused. I want to be raped. Like, so when two people are consensually involved in some kind of weird fantasy, whatever, it's different. Like, it doesn't make a person a bad person. Like, even if you think it's weird, So some people have a fetish for licking roller coasters. I mean, what the I don't know. It's if in real life, because he's never been violent, never abusive, never yelling, he's always goofy, funny, laughy, loving Salah, So yeah.
Really? Well, do you guys remember when goofy, silly, laughing, loving Salah threatened to grape a stranger on the internet for trolling and criticizing him? Remember when he kicked Chantal when they were live? Your boy is a ticking time bomb, Chantal.
He's told me about some things, preferences, you have that discussion about intimacy and what you like when you're meeting somebody and you're exploring each other, whatever. And, it just kind of never went anywhere. Like he would bring up the sort of things that he liked, like, like more domineering and in bed. And I was like, we don't talk about this usually, but I'm just saying give you the picture. Like, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm very vanilla. My favorite is like, romance, like to the max, and there's not really anything really romantic about being spit on, so people have different likes, you know what I mean? And yes, that compatibility is important, but we're also attracted to each other and have our own intimate life. And there's love there on top of that. So it's like, there's like a medium.
But I thought you said you had no idea and were completely shocked by his preferences. But now you're saying you've had conversations about his kinks and you turned him down because you like romance. You better get your story straight, Chantal. You're already getting twisted up.
He doesn't like skinny girls, exactly. But he also makes fat jokes, but it doesn't really bug me because I know, like, he's not malicious with it, like, when we're together. It's not like you're fat and gross kind of thing, no. I didn't think y'all were being sexual. Why would you think that we're not intimate?
Honestly, regardless of complete lack of chemistry, that's a lot of padding to get through. And from what we saw blurred out the other day, I don't think it would reach.
How does somebody like FFG have the nerve? Have you seen what she looks like? For real, I'm being, like, this is scientific, okay? This is fact objective. She sits there and cackles with 5,000 people about me not being able to have sex with my husband. Why? Because of how I look? Like, are you kidding? You're fat. You have a weird SpongeBob body. You look like Slimer, and you have the voice of the Wicked Witch of the East and West. And you're gonna sit there telling me, I don't understand that. That's so stupid to me. If I married somebody, you guys saw me for the past however many years. How sexual of a person was I? I was nasty. So if I'm gonna marry somebody who doesn't fulfill that, it's not gonna last. Like, sorry, it's just not going to. It's true. Like, there's no freaking way.
You mean kind of like how you'll never truly satisfy him unless you agree to having your face stomped on and letting him pee on you. Yeah, you're right. It won't last.
You think I'm gonna, like, they think I'm gonna pay for everything. A new car, but I'm broke. A new car, a new, like, a whole life, whatever. And, like, I'm not gonna get anything, like, at all. Like, I'm gonna give money, whatever, like, whatever. I don't know. Just because you're vanilla doesn't mean you can't taste strawberry. Yeah, for sure, like, yeah, there's always ways to improve things. but it's real life, you know. I think, you know, most people would be automatically like, if that happened to you, you'd be like, I'm so out. That's fair. Maybe some people would, but at the same time, I think there's a lot of people who wouldn't. I would forgive, like, you know, because it's not that easy. It's not that black and white. He's not nearly as prude as I thought. Yeah, I know. That's what's shocking for me too. That's when I was saying I don't know you, because like I didn't really know about that side. Like,
You have a marriage built on lies by omission. Good luck with that.
I'm just a little more mature with how I handle, like, I'm trying to be more mature with how I handle like my emotions and look at it also from like, you know, use some reasoning, like I said, outweighing the good, which is like everything, like about our relationship, you know, to the one thing. So, because I always think like, if you go back to somebody because you don't want to be alone, it's not gonna work out. There has to be more substance to it, you know, just religiously alone. Yeah, I know Lois Lane, and he is really dealing with the guilt of that. Like, trust me, you know, um, he's not feeling too good. That's why he's not here. That's why he's away. He's just not feeling great and dealing with things, you know. So, yeah.
I bet he's got vanish mode on right now, having a great time. He didn't care when he was doing it, and he doesn't care now. He may be embarrassed he got caught, but that's it.
The cross and Bible. There's like fetishes out there of like kind of like religious degradation and stuff. But it's mostly just all play and like just talk, shit talk, you know. Um, or maybe it's my karma, because I used to do that all the time with dudes. Like, well, I did that with a dude specifically when I was with my ex, you know. So, and it doesn't mean anything. Like, I know when I would do it, I would be like, yeah, I would say whatever at the time they wanted to hear, just in the moment. Um, you know, if somebody said they liked something, just like what she said to him, like, oh, I like talking about that stuff and blah blah blah. I did that too, like whatever they want to hear in just in the heat of the moment, just for fun, because I was bored and I wanted extra validation, you know, because I was getting validated from BB. Like, I was like, you know, oh, like he was the best, like he was the best with that, you know. But then it's a you problem. I don't know. So I kind of understand because I went through it. It's weird.
Oh, so now he was just saying what she wanted to hear. The delusion is insane.
I don't think you'll ever be, yeah, born. I don't think you'll ever be able to trust him again, Tracy. You know what? Actually, I think I can. Like, that's the thing. I think I can, because like, if you even see in the screenshots between them, he says like, you know, I've never talked to another woman, and he was being open at that time and discreet. So I don't think he would be lying about that, and I believe that because, like, you know, he loved her and wanted both of you. Thanks, Kiana. No, there was like a like I love you both kind of thing, but I don't think, like I said, it's like heat of the moment. Like, I've told guys I've loved them in chat too. Like, just it's not that kind of love, I don't think. And I don't know. Like, I think for sure that I don't know. There's just a lot to weigh, you know. Trust is like a mirror once it's broken. Yeah, like I'm not saying like I'm condoning it, but I don't think that he would ever do it again. If, like I said, if it does happen, I'm prepared to deal with the consequences, and that would be it. And he even said like, you know, I swear on this and that, and like if it ever did happen again, then, you know, like I don't know, he's very sorry, and I don't know that our whole marriage is worth throwing away for that kind of thing, you know. Um, so, but we did talk a lot, obviously, you know, and like I went through my emotions, like, why, you fucking dickhead, like that kind of stuff. um, so that's just it. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's my decision, I guess, I have to make, and um, yeah.
I'm glad you're staying with him. I have only ever called him Soft Hands Tall Pete's, and I have so many more names I can use for Defecation David now.
You're in the right finish, Clara. Like, that's why it hasn't happened. Like, he hasn't talked with me like about this stuff, because I'm not into that kind of fetish thing. Like, I could be in a dominant, like a thing like that. I don't mind being like submissive, but the thing is also, by nature, I'm not very submissive. Like, in any relationship I've had, I've always been the more dominant one. So that's like, there's like a bit, like there could be a power struggle issue, maybe, I don't know. But I'm not used to being like, you know, yes my lord kind of thing. Like, that's just not me, you know. So like, I don't know, it's tough, like when you have somebody who's like maybe into something that you're not really, but you have your own way of being intimate that's like uniquely yours.
Weren't you in a year-long relationship with someone who claimed to be a Dom, so much so that your original nickname for him was Dom? How are you the dominant one in an abusive relationship?
That's the thing though, yo mama, it's not, he didn't rape anybody in real life. There is such thing as grape fantasy, and it's like a dominant thing, and it's like just fantasy. If it's just fantasy and fetish, it doesn't make somebody a bad person, you know. I've never seen him be violent ever, or any kind of way. Like, what you've seen with him on video, that's how he was, like with me all the time. So I don't agree with you there at all, just because of that. Yeah, so But I know that a lot of people are going to not agree with me, and a lot of people are going to think I should never go back. A lot of people are, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's not. Some people, when somebody cheats, some people take the person back, give them another chance. And I'm just saying that that's up to me. And I'm trying to look at the good of our marriage, outweighing this one moment. And like I said, if it ever happened again, it won't, because he's deleting all of his social media. It won't. I warned, like I said, you have to be prepared that I'm going to be like, you know, and is that worth it? Is that how you can live? Like somebody always breathing down, like, absolutely, blah, blah, blah. I'll do anything, like anything for you, anything it takes. Like, I love you, you know? And so.
You mean he's deleting the social media accounts that you know about? He was doing this under a sock account already. This is great, though. Jealous, controlling, unhinged marriage is the arc I want.
And obviously it was just talk, like, about her going there because he knew she would never be able to afford it. He's not going to spend our money and like on like some dumb whore. And like, he's like telling me every day to come home like early. So how is that going to happen? Like, it's just stupid. She's so dumb. Imagine doing that for like 2 minutes of validation because you hate your fucking self so much. I can't with people.
Ma'am, you ate Dee Dee's gray clam burger just so Nader would speak to you.
Every time he's on the phone, you'll wonder what he's doing. Yeah, I probably will. Whatever. People can laugh at us. We don't care. Like, he's not. Another thing is he's not perfect. You know, he's not. He's absolutely not. But he's not a bad person. You know, like, because his real life, he doesn't do anything to hurt anybody. Like, well, other than this incident, but
This shit literally writes itself. Chantal, do you even hear what you're saying?
does the grape stuff bother you? No, like, not in the context. Okay, in the context of like, I'm not afraid of him like ever raping me or anybody, because he's just not like that. Like, he's, like I said, he's not a violent person. He's really just like a normal guy. And then these fantasies, some men have them. Is it something I enjoy? No. You know, so the nude, I was like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to see if it is or not. I don't want to look at it, but apparently she sent hers first or whatever, so I don't get that. Like, what is with thirsty fucking whore bitches on, like, I'm sorry, I don't have anything against Jessica Messica now, but at the time when she was trying to smooze up Nattered with her nudes, when she like knew what kind of, like, I don't know, it just, these mentally ill fucking women online who just try to involve themselves in your real life. Do you not realize that's not normal? Like, what's wrong with you? You have issues. You need therapy yourself. Like, I don't know what happened to you growing up, but Jesus. Anyway.
Listen, would I sit here and spend my time trying to see if I could get Salah to cheat on Chantal? No. But more importantly, why is she a whore and disgusting and everything else you've said, but Salah is some poor innocent victim? He lied to you about the nudes. You had to delete your whole ass video about going back to him because immediately after, the nude dropped. So I guess his backup plan was to say she sent one first. Does that really make a difference? You know what the difference between Salah and KaiBella is here? Salah is the one that's married, not her. He had the duty to you and he failed.
And people are comparing that to, oh, well, the Turkish man had a family. Yeah, well, he told me also that his wife knew, like, he was Muslim and he's allowed to have more than one wife, he told me.
So is Salah.
Not just that, but he was also looking for somebody, kind of like woman, to be with while he's here, because he doesn't know when he's going to see his family again. It's not, he never said, I'm happily married and my wife doesn't know I'm doing this.
Neither did Salah.
You know, it's not the same fucking situation. You can't use deductive reasoning. That's what I hate about her world. They're dumb. They're all dumb. And I'm glad you're not in my chat, and I'm glad you're not in my community. Leave us alone.
The Turkish man was married and in a different country than his wife. So was Salah. The Turkish man never said he and his wife were separated, only that he was Muslim and could have multiple wives. The same as Salah. You knowingly slept with a married man, laughed about it, and called his children bastards. But for some reason, it's okay when you do it. As a reminder, this incident with the Turkish man was only days before you slapped the hijab on, which means you were talking to Salah while fucking a married man. I guess you really do reap what you sow.
Rebecca, I am blaming her. Goodbye. Are you kidding? So she's not to blame at all. I'm not, okay, blaming her, Rebecca, you dumb fucking idiot, is not condoning him cheating, okay? Like, two can be true at the same time. Again, dumb. Like, her purposely reaching out to him and like saying, I gained their trust, and like trying to like FFG's fucking disgusting ass. I gained their trust so that I stole her man. There's a quote of her saying that. I stole her man. So you're not going to condemn her. She's a whore. She's a fucking dirty, disgusting, pathetic whore. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you hate me. Somebody tries to ruin your marriage on purpose. You're not going to call them a whore. Please have several seats. Bye. Fuck off. Fuck out of here. Anyway, so yeah, like.
Do I even have to say anything? Again, would I have done what KaiBella did? No. Is it hilarious that this came out? Yes. But Chantal, you know what would have given your argument here a lot more credence? If your husband hadn't reached out to her first, he didn't just open the door for her. He was the one doing the knocking.
Oh yeah, her real name is Amber. I don't care what happens to you. You deserve everything. You deserve everything. Go cry about your dogs. You fucking doxed a lot, okay? So you can eat shit. I don't care what happens to that person. Attention-seeking skank, exactly. So anyway, and I can still be mad at him for it. Trust me, I let him have it. Don't worry. And like I said, if something like this ever happens again, it never did. It never did before. If it ever does, then I will be gone and I will be marrying someone else who will not do that kind of shit. Trust me. I'm not dumb. They're both to blame. Exactly. So what he said, I know, but she's fat too. Like she's whatever. So who cares? Like, I don't know. That doesn't really bug me just because like how he makes fat jokes like in general, like I just talked about earlier. But yeah, no, I mean everything about it is shitty. What he said is shitty. I'm not happy with him. I'm not condoning his cheating. I'm not going to crucify him for having a fetish when in real life he doesn't rape people. So I mean that's how I'm feeling. I'm not going to condemn him only for this one incident. Okay, like that's it. If it happens again, I'll deal with the consequences. Yeah.
But you'll condemn and dox her for this one incident? If they are both to blame, where is the equal anger?
Yeah, I know, like Kiki, like obviously I yelled at him for that. I was really upset about that. But it doesn't make sense. He's like, it was just all talk. As if like he would never like pay for her flights. He would never spend money on this bitch. He would never like anything, you know. And I called him names too. They're both equally pieces of shit for doing that. Okay, 100%. Like, and even more so, like I was mad at him more because I don't expect that from him, you know. But he's really sorry and he's gonna live to make it up to me, and that's fine if you want to do that. If not, then I'm not. I can't, you know. Then I can't stay. How do you be a good devout woman and still accept his vices? What do you mean? like, like partners that are married are allowed to do all kinds of like kinky shit if they want to. You know, I'm not a saint. I'm not a friggin' angel. Like I believe in God, you know, and I pray and all that stuff, but I'm not perfect. Neither is he. You know, actually, you would be surprised how many people from repressive societies. You know, sometimes people feel repressed, like super, and they develop like these weird fetishes. It happens. Like I was actually watching something about that, like before I even met Salah. Well, it's repressive compared to the West, messy girl sexually. It's, you know, but as Muslims, we believe, like, I think I like that sexual conservatism now. Like you know, I had my time, I did my thing, kind of, you know. So it's like, I understand that too. I understand that, you know. I just don't really, I don't know. I don't take it personal because it's obvious to me he loves me, like just by so many other things that, you know, I don't know. But no, I do love him, you guys. He's a good guy. Like, I wish that people would give him another chance too, and not let this shape who he is in general. You know, like I have to give, like, if I give him another chance, I have to really give him another chance and really just put my trust that it won't happen again. You know. But being into really freaky shit, especially in the heat of the moment when someone else is into it and it's consensual and everything, like, you know, I don't think that's like the bad part for me. The infidelity, it's a different story. Can he hurt you for going public outside of religion? But as a woman saying that about a man, no, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's why I'm saying big part of this forgiveness, like consideration, is because he would never hurt me. And I think that's why he was so afraid to bring this level of fetishism to me, because as his wife, like he saw, like, for example, like, you know, just telling her what she wanted to hear at the time. But really, if you see the most of it, he just wants to use her, like degrade her and use her as a toilet. Like there's like that whole like dynamic, like slave, like you do whatever I want, I know, however extreme kind of like fetish. And a lot of people like joke about it, but it's like a real thing. And I don't think he felt like he could do that with me, because like we're like, you know, husband and wife family kind of thing, you know. And he said he was just too embarrassed to do that with me, and he couldn't talk to me like that. So, you know, but we're gonna find a good middle ground, don't worry, you know. There's other things.
I think you need to do some research on this particular kink. Degradation isn't hate. There is a lot of trust that goes into that kind of relationship, especially the grape kink that he has. You don't do something like that with someone you don't like. You do that with someone you trust. The reasons you are giving for why he doesn't want to do those things with you are not proving what you think they are.
Nobody forget about this. Your job is the internet. The only way anybody. I don't expect people to like forget. You know, of course not. It's the internet. I just feel bad because I see him every day. I know how down he feels, depressed, and just really upset. He's offered to delete every single thing, you know. And but she said she was into that kind of grape stuff. So don't only get mad at him because, you know, she doesn't show those messages of her talking about that, of course, but she did write that. And then like, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just a fetish. In real life, if it was real life, sure, but he's, again, never abused me in any way, you know. Like when I was with the abuser, it would come out in bed, that kind of nature. Like, you know, with Salah, nothing. He's so sweet and gentle, you know. So he only confessed because she exposed him. Think about it. Well, I did think about that. Yeah, of course I thought about that. Like, but there's no way to fully know if he would have ever, like what would have happened in the long run. There's no way she could come there. Like, it's just like stupid, dumb fantasy shit. It's just not logistically. Like, he would ask me to come home all the time. Like, okay, when are we gonna book your flight? Like, there's no way that I think that it would ever have happened. Like, so, oh well. I have to consider all of that stuff, all of the stuff, all of the bad stuff, all of the everything he said, and decide if I can move on, kind of thing. So
Whatever it takes to convince yourself, Gorl. Get ready to eat shit.
I'm vanilla, I know. I just like romantic, passionate, like kissing and normal, kind of like humping and stuff. You know what I mean? Like just like starfish galore. I don't know. Like that's what I don't know. That's just who I am. Some people are not apparently. So whatever. No, he said it was only like a day of talking. Like maybe a day and a half at the most. That's a lie. 100%.
He said a lot that was a lie. But if he was saying this shit to her within one day, that's even worse.
That's why you don't see the screenshots of like, you just see like those ones.
You don't see the screenshots because he had vanish mode on, dumbass.
Toilet play isn't romantic. No, I know. That's why it probably was never brought into our life. But there's levels of it, like Salah is a very kind of alpha type male, like kind of very like likes to be dominant, but with me he's like teddy bear gentle. So it's like I don't know if like I bring out a side of him that he never like is not used to. I don't know, but he really is like it's surprising for me. I was like, what the fuck, is this like the Salah I know? Because I never saw that side of him like ever. So but I used to like admire Tanetta, so I mean it's not shocking for me like as much as it is for other people. But like I don't know, not like teddy bear, but like like he's like really not like that at all. Like he would never talk to me that way, you know, ever. Not even raise his voice. Like he's so sweet. Like if I'm doing dishes or if I'm doing housework, he offers to help me. He'll like dance around with the cat to make me laugh. He plays the keyboard for me. That means a lot to me. I like a man to play Beethoven on the keyboard for me. I really like him. I really love him. So that's why I love those things. I'll miss those things.
He was hiding his true self from you, and that man cannot play Beethoven. Fucking stop it.
Just remember this line of thinking the first time. I know it sounds similar, red wig. I know it sounds similar to like excuses I used to make for you know who, but that's totally different relationship dynamic. Like it's not even apples and orange. Like this is like very different because like I said, Salah's not abusive at all, like in any way. I would have come online and been freaking out, like like I did with you know what. So yeah, it's totally different when someone is treating you like a queen, So anyways, people are gonna hate me for I know, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna live my life worried about what people think about me, like to make decisions like that. Like, oh no. Because really, unless you're in my shoes, you really can't say what you would do because you don't know everything, There's a lot of missing pertinent information to even make that kind of like deduction. But even when I found out for sure when Sam's Bar Lounge videos came out, I hate to go back in the past, but when I found out that he was like when I heard him talking about like how he was always sleeping with Doodoo and like all of the cheating, like that was it. I left him there at Doodoo's house, and because for me like the abuse, I was putting up with it because I like of my feelings being strong, and also I thought that it was like a problem with him that I could help, like he could get help with like with therapy or something. But as long as he wasn't cheating, he loved like still loved me, and that's all that matters. As long as he loved me, and it's like so cheating is not something I put up with very very well, even though I cheated before. I've never been cheated on really until Nattered, and once I found out about that, I was like, bye, fuck you, of all that I did for you, like so I was going through that when I found out this about Salah as well. I was like, why, what the fuck,
Are you trying to rewrite history? First of all, Nader left you. You were begging for him back. You chased him to Dee Dee's apartment for months. You went down on her on the purple mattress for him. You were buying their groceries. Let's not act brand new, Chantal.
But it's not the same at all. It's not the same feeling. Like Salah feels like my family. That's why he's like my husband. He's done nothing but take care of me. I know people think he's using me. He doesn't. That was actually like true. He does pay for my flight. He pays for his own car. He's not taking advantage of me. He's like perfect for me in that way. So it's like, because I've been taken advantage of a lot. Well, no, just with Nattered, I think, because BB was like pretty 50-50. So anyway, just going back in history for no reason. That's the story. Yeah, but there are a lot of people definitely entertained by our break about the breakup and all this drama It's really sad. Like, I don't know what kind of people exist on this planet, but it's people like that that make me like animals more than humans, 100%. But I don't care. I don't care what people are saying about us, because if I did, all I had to do was never say anything, like never address it. But I wish I kind of didn't though, but I don't really care, I guess. You know, I don't know. In life, learn to eat shit and like the taste of it. We don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll need to brush up on the art. What? Thanks for the money. No, I'll never eat shit. That's not something I would ever do. Okay, so. And he would never do that to me. So, I'm his queen. Number 1.
You're the queen. You get the number 1. He'll piss on you. She was the goddess. She gets the number 2. He'll shit on her.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been clear. I'm willing to accept the consequences. If it happens again, you can say I told you so. You can have a I told you so party. And I will come on here and expose everything because, like I said, I'm private in my relationship until someone messes me over, I guess. It's okay for him to use others as a toilet as long as it's not you. I mean, yeah. Hey, she said she liked it. So what? Some women like that. I don't. It's not like he's saying this to women in like outside of a fantasy, like, you know, degrading women in real life, you know? Like, the women he loves, like me, he treats so nice, you know? I mean, like, he doesn't talk like that.
If Chantal did as much physical exercise as the mental gymnastics she did in this video, she'd be a skinny legend.
I gotta go bathroom. He wants you to take a steamer on his face. No, he wants to take a steamer on him. It's the other way around. Okay, I gotta go for now. Thanks for listening to my verbal diarrhea. Bye.
Did she just push a fart out for Salah? What a way to end a shitty video. Anyway, I don't think I've ever said dookie this much in my life, and I feel like I need a shower. I'll see you later, little gherkins.
Pathetic.
She's so fat, she's so gross, she will never find love.
Pathetic.
The only one who can love this woman is the good Lord.